All right, hey y'all, it's Pizza. We're back here today in the Long Dark. It's good to be back playing video games, and yes, it's good to be back playing the Long Dark. We're playing Wintermute Ep.2, and we started yesterday. The release between PC and next gen and old gen consoles, etc. So I also stayed up late. Well, I didn't really stay up late because I work nights. But I played the night before, and I was playing a little bit this morning, actually, just to give you a little heads up. About 2 o'clock in the morning, about 2 hours after I'd already be at work, right? I was bored, and I thought maybe there's a few things I could do that won't really mess with the game or the story. But if you read the title, I already messed up because there's an achievement, right, that I can no longer get. You see all those people over there on the right? There, to those who are missing. If you go and find those people within 40 minutes, you get a special little achievement, which I definitely am not going to get. But that's fine. I don't really care too much about achievements anyway. We're at the constable's house where we kind of left off. Actually, I think we were up the hill maybe by the actual mill. But it's really cold outside. It's pretty early. I think we're going to duck in here, and we'll talk about a few things. Some of the things I did earlier this morning, and, well, just some other things. Anyway, gonna be honest, it was a little bit, well, first of all, I was ramped up on caffeine and a couple of martinis. Yes, I drink martinis, vodka martinis. I like vodka, I like martinis. I really love olives, so I put a little olive juice and olives in there. But yeah, I stayed up trying to finish Black Rock, and unfortunately, it's broken and stuck in a death loop that I cannot seem to get out of. So, unless I decide on some ridiculous whim that I probably will never have to completely play Black Rock over again, or go back to a previously older save during Black Rock and redo a bunch of dumb stuff I'm not going to do again. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with not doing that. What did I do? I opened this locker. Cha-ching. There we go. And I took the pistol and the bullets that were in here. Got this sucker going. We have 12 bullets, I believe, 6 chambered and 6 ready to go, and the pistol is not in good shape. 47%. It's not a very good pistol. But we do have a flare gun. I think I have another flare shell I might grab just in case. We got a couple of marine flares. That's good. I think I might have added another regular flare to that. But what I did do was hit one of the houses. I went and looked around town. Yeah. Went and looked around town and opened a few cars. I got some beef jerky, some meds. I didn't really find anything too exciting. Like a rifle or better clothing or anything like that. But I did find a house that's locked I'm curious about. And I'll show you that here in a minute. We might go run and do that. Well, I also found this jerry can and another lantern. So we got a backup lantern. I did find some crates I could break up. So we got a little bit of extra firewood. And we got our fire logs here. I looked around. There's really no sticks or limbs or rose hips or mushrooms. I looked around the whole town, and around Perseverance Mills, there's nothing. You can't get on the ice. I looked in wherever. I think we have to go out into the wild, you know what I mean, before we can start gathering up some other things. So I didn't, like I said, no rose hips, no mushrooms, no cattails, nothing like that. No sticks, nothing. But let's pop out the door and I'll show you this house I found. Which I'm kind of excited about because hopefully I get to take it over, but I'm not sure if it's going to matter or not. It's kind of hard to walk away from a 6-burner stove, you guys. But it is the second. The game came out on the 31st. I would like to point out that many people are playing and streaming the game. A lot of people have played and streamed the entirety of episode 5, right? Oh, we're down to 2 ticks of cold instead of 3, so that's a little better. Yeah, I was thinking we might... I just want to see what time it is. There we go. We might kick it around till noon just a little bit, see if things warm up. It is very cold here. Very, very cold here. I almost took weather damage just kind of running around and goofing around doing stuff. Is this a car I've been in? Don't think so. I see a rifle bullet. Sure. This.
Okay.
Sure. Why not? Crack these open for kicks and giggles. In the back seat, some water purification tablets. Ooh, some matches. Probably the best car I found so far, honestly. The trunk's open, even better. But yeah, I decided to do, I was like, you know what, I don't know that I looked at everything, or maybe I did. Obviously I didn't, because I found this house back here. Which kind of looks like the house I settled in Coastal Highway, so I'm hoping, see, it's got a little red thing on it, so we can't get in there, but I'm assuming we can find a key at some point. There we go. So yeah, so I did find that. I went back to the bar because I was curious to see if I missed anything there. I was able to get into the fridge. Still can't get behind the bar, but I was able to get in the fridge. I could reach the fridge, and I found some moldy rabbit. The only real issue I'm having right now, which is hanging out and Perseverance Mills, is that we are definitely going to run out of food. Let's jump in here for a second, see if we have another flare shell, and let me show you what I did with the clothing. So I went to one of the abandoned houses. I guess one of the houses where everybody's dead. I was a little crass, a little shallow on that yesterday. So we got a good water setup, and we've actually got quite a bit of water here. But I went and picked up, I tore up all the curtains and got ourselves some cloth. So we fixed up a windbreaker to 100%. So that really bumped up our windproofing. I repaired whatever clothing I had found, pretty much, and then I went ahead, instead of the mucklucks, I went with the insulated boots all the way up to 100%. Now, they have the same windproofing, but we do have 10% more waterproofing. We lose 1% of protection, and the mucklucks only take away like 3% of your running bar. This takes it to 12, but we get an entire degree of warmth higher. And so I went with the insulated boots. I don't have any more leather, so I did one repair on the tactical gloves. I'm not sure if I did one in the past episode, but we're getting there. Right? Not too much further we can go. But a lot of windproofing from those, and a nice bit of protection. So 22% protection is not bad. And our sprint is reduced to 79%. I got rid of the t-shirt and I went for the plaid shirt. We've got some decent rainproofing, but if it gets through this and it gets through this, the t-shirt has no waterproofing. And this only has 10%, so I was like, well, let me get something with a bit more waterproofing, a little bit of protection, and so we went with the plaid shirt. Yeah. So yeah, basically what I did there. Ms. Pizza, you said you already messed up. How did you already mess up? Well, we've got these 3 people we need to find. And yeah, again, if you do it in 40 minutes, you get a cool achievement. But that ain't gonna happen. Well, I got some more books. Let's pop into here. let's grab this other flare shell, an extra marine flare. Oh wait, I just put that stuff in there. I can't do that. So yeah, I've got one flare, 2 marine. We'll grab an extra flare just in case. There are timberwolves, I know, in the wilds because I watched LMG's video, by the way. Shout out for LMG. You guys check out his videos. Kind of known for the Long Dark, but he plays a lot of different video games. I really liked what he did with Dune. But yeah, check him out. Even though it would save me a little bit of weight, I'm going to keep the bearskin bedroll for now just because we don't have like a ton of warmth protection. So we may end up needing that. I don't think I'm going to need any more fuel or anything. We've got a sewing kit. I don't think, I mean, all I got right now is the knife. I'm not sure how much use I'm going to have for that. So we'll leave the whetstone. Usually I like to walk around with a whetstone. We got a few of these reclaimed wood. I think I'm going to grab another one. 2, 3. But we're getting up there. We do have well fed now. We just don't have a lot of good, wood resources. We need to get out and gather sticks. We need to get out in the wild, right? We're warmed up. I was thinking about making a few more coffees and teas, but I do have, and I did kind of stack myself with some food and whatnot, and a lot of water for our trip out. Now you're supposed to do this within 40 minutes, so technically we normally, if you're trying to get the achievement anyway, you wouldn't be doing a lot of exploring, but I want to explore. I want to spend a little time out there in the wild. So we're getting closer towards noon, so let me look, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back, like probably less than a minute. All right, back at it. Yeah, I went and grabbed some crackers. I'm a little hungry. Dollar Store brand or Family Dollar. I think Dollar Store actually owns Family Dollar. Chestnut Hill toasted garlic cheese crackers. I'm gonna say for $2, pretty good. Pretty darn good. I love garlic. All right. Yeah. But anyway, we do have a few coffees made, a few teas made. We have more we can make. We're taking 2 ticks now. Let's get a move on. And I did turn my mic up a little bit. A couple of clicks. If I'm a little loud today, feel free to let me know. But I did go back. I always go back and kind of scan my videos just to see if there's anything like worth making a short from. See if I acted, you know, as much of a jerk as I thought maybe I did, or was it, you know, kind of funny. There is another 100% bedroll, or bearskin bedroll, in the bar, and there's also a 90% regular bedroll. Is my way out of town? It is. All right, let's go. But yeah, like I said, I wanted the achievement for finding these people. Again, thanks to LMG for cluing me in on that. I already blew it. Yeah. I spent 40 minutes, like I said, at 2 o'clock in the morning last night, soloing and exploring the town. Let's get to the good gossip, y'all. So, all right. Like I said, it's the second. The game's been out for a minute. Lots of people have completed Wintermute already. I think just the here we go. The pure excitement of you know, anytime you're coming to the end of a game that comes out like this in parts, you're gonna have a lot of people who are just like dying to see it, even if they're not a big fan of the story mode like myself. I literally said in the last episode I hate it. I may have been a little harsh, but I was in not the best place. Let's be real. Mrs. Wright pointed out that yes, and I agree, and I agreed yesterday. Episode 1 and 2 are definitely, in my opinion, a great way to get acquainted with a lot of the mechanics of the game and teach you how to play the game. And I stated, and I still think this is the best part of playing Wintermute. The maps that you are on, there it is, the whole map. And not only that, and it just goes to show you, by the way, just got to throw a little bit of a shade in there. Here I am. So our survival maps could show where we are. Now, does this show where these people are, or do I need to just kind of wander around and figure it out? I guess I got to go looking for them. Oh boy. I kind of know where 2 people are. Oh, we'll see how it goes. But people, the reviews are out and coming out and will continue to come out. And I'm going to be completely honest when I say this. Break it down into a couple parts. Right. Oh, there comes the snow. Not a great reception. Not a very great reception. I guess we'll go up this way and hang a left. I would say, and I will explain a little bit before we get too deep into it, but 65-35, right? Percentages: 65%, 35%. I think 65% would be negative reviews, and 35% would be positive reviews. And I want to add, explain that when I say negative and positive, right? What I am including in negative reviews are people who are like, oh, I like this, I like that, I like this, but here are the 5 things that really sucked, right? Now, let's get a few of these in our pocket. I said food is a concern. The hood is open on this one. Interesting.
This will come in handy.
Ooh, I will come in handy, actually. What's in the back seat? Oh, we got another flare shell. Nice, we'll take that. Look like there might be one up front. Maybe it's a spray can. Yeah. Oh, no, there's none. Oh, we're doing decent on these right now. That's good.
Hope nobody needs this
Wow.
anymore.
All right. Well, that helped us quite a lot. I think I loaded this. No. Anyway. And including negative reviews, again, I just want to point out two things. One, a lot of people are complaining about jank and bugs. There's a particular problem with Jace in one of the episodes. Because there's like episodes to this episode. Chapters? Yeah. And one of the chapters is a big problem with Jace. And again, spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Don't watch this video. Don't watch any videos if you don't want spoilers. My personal opinion, but okay. And here are wolves. I know there's at least one section where there's timber wolves. They're killing bunnies. I don't have a ton of ammo. Sounds pretty close. I wouldn't mind taking his rabbit. Oh, he's right there. If I... We'll yoink that for sure. There's another bunny too. He's just sitting there. Nailed him. Come here, come here, come here. I can't get a hitbox. This game. Garbage. Anyway, yeah. If you're surprised that there's a bunch of bugs and a lot of broken mechanics and a lot of things going wrong, I think you kind of fooled yourself into thinking that video games aren't what they are. Oh, is this another dead bunny? Okay. Oh, nothing to harvest. It did instantly disappear, though. Is he going after another rabbit? It's my bunny. Kill him with a flare. Oh, he's gonna... Shit. Let's see if we can get him to do our work for us and maybe get a dead wolf along the way. I don't think... Did I hit him? Oh, I hit him. Yep, yep, yep. That's his blood.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, a couple of half-chewed rabbits in our pockets. I won't be sad about that. But anyway, if you're really freaking out and getting upset about game mechanics and bugs and stuff, listen, that's just gaming in 2026, okay? Nobody releases... Or, most releases aren't ever going to be fully ready to go. There are occasionally some surprises, right? Speaking of surprises, I'm really surprised that there's not like any indicators for where these people are. Do I not have it like... I mean, it says it's my current mission. I think it's a little weird that they're not giving me any hints. As to where these people are. So, I'm counting those, but I feel like the ones that are like, I like the story, I like what happened, I think it's amazing, I wish there weren't all these bugs. What am I looking at here? Is that a moose? You gotta be kidding me. I'm not even sure how useful a moose hide bag would be right now. Oh boy. All I got is a pistol with a few rounds, and I mean, we do have a flare gun. But if we get moose stomped, that's a moose. If I get moose stomped and get broken ribs for 10 days, and I don't get the actual moose,
I think I can use this.
that could be pretty problematic. I just don't know. I mean, in story mode, you kind of got to make choices, right? Because a lot of the gear and a lot of things that I'm doing aren't really going to make a difference. You know what I mean? Where are we? Here. I do kind of want to look back this way. I've killed a moose with a pistol before. Looks like there's something dead out on the ice too. Maybe a wolf. I don't think it's the wolf I shot. Yeah, maybe if I had a rifle or a bow. Because again, you know, like I said, I can't get the 40 minutes achievement because I've already wasted 40 minutes goofing around. Looking around town and sewing and doing whatever. So anyway, back to the review. So, yeah, if you're upset about bugs and glitching and all kinds of problems like that, you shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't be upset, but you shouldn't be surprised, right? It's been 10 years. It's gonna get release bugged no matter what. Like, none of that surprises me. So on the one hand, I'm kind of discounting that a little bit. I'm still throwing it right now in the category of people who are, not happy with the game. But more likely they will patch and add and fix a few things. Maybe not all of it. But definitely some of it. Random save. But the biggest complaint, the main complaint, and let me tell you, pizza is 100% not surprised or shocked at all about what people are upset about. And that is the story. It seems to have upset quite a few people, to be honest. Now, apparently the part we're playing right now, right? Us, Astrid here at the beginning, I would say the majority of people, I would say like 90%, maybe more, are perfectly happy. Think it's good long, dark, Wintermute stuff, right? And it is, because if we wanted to, I mean, we don't necessarily have to go find these people right away. We don't have to do a lot of stuff. We could live out here. We got a moose. If we could kill that moose, we'd have tons of meat. We could wait 10 days to get a moose hide bag. We could wander around and explore and just have a good time, right? Just living the wilds here. But it seems like the second this is over, and this is a common, and I'm just repeating what people are saying. shit goes off the rails. And it gets crazier and crazier as we go along.
I'll take it.
Oh, yes, we'll take those. Put those on. Poor writing, poor execution, characters making choices that don't seem natural or normal, disjointed story progression, the inability, and again, Wintermute 5, Hinterland, you know, they said expressly this is going to be more linear. You know, I mentioned this in the last video. It's going to be more linear. It's going to be more story driven. But apparently there's like a 20-minute speech at one point by somebody. Oh, we got Timbies. If I can pop one with this flare gun. He's, yeah. Right, he's on fire. Where's my gun? Where's my gun? Son of a biscuit. I need to get up this hill. Can you die already? Oh wait, no way. What, are you kidding me? Got chewed on by a wolf on fire. Well, if you're scared, be scared. I guess we pretty much need to pull out the marine flare then. Nothing else seems to be working. Quit running away. I need you to like hang out so I can scare you like officially. There we go. I heard the Timberwolves were kind of broken. Like they all ran away, but I'm still in a Timberwolf encounter. Things are getting froggy. I must have a sprained ankle or something. I can't run. What is going on? There we go. It's like I can't officially scare them. This thing's almost dead. I can't believe that guy's still running around with a flare in his beanbox. Yeah, this thing's almost toast. Come on, work! Did not work. Should we go for another flare gun shot? Oh, I forgot to reload it! Oh, we might end up getting killed here. Just over dumb shit. Huh. How do you like these things? Oh, come on. Oh. I'm gonna run for it. Let's see if we can... I don't even know what's wrong with me right now. It burns.
Okay. That hurts so much.
Encounter seems to be over now. Hey, you want to get out of a wolf encounter? Just blow yourself up. Alright. What else is wrong with me? Anything?
The pain. Come on.
What do we need? We need some pain pills, it would appear. Get her to stop complaining. I know we brought some. There we go. Oh, I didn't bring any. Maybe we'll make some rosehip tea. Let's go see what's going on up here. I shouldn't be losing any more health or anything. We got some blood. Maybe we'll find a dead wolf somewhere. I did hear that they have updated some of the fishing huts, so I kind of want to go look at this. My chair. Okay. Okay. So maybe we get lucky and find some pills. When I leave the house without any pain pills.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Sure, sure, sure. But anyway, pretty cool, right? We could do some fishing here. Did my clothing take any damage? I'm not really sure how this works. Looks like maybe the pants got beat up a little bit. The boots. Damn it. Really, the boots? The gloves. A windbreaker. Alright, we got beat up. We got chewed up a little bit. I wonder if that's more, though, from the explosion. What's this? Okay. I think maybe it was mostly the explosion. Yeah, we might be chilling and making some rabbits tonight. Heal up a little bit. We'll drink a fancy green tea and we will maybe we'll drink some rose hips and maybe some green tea or something. No, if you just wanted to die right there, that would be fantastic. Probably not going to do that, are you, though? Anyway. True interior, true interior. Okay. I figured this might be like, you know, like, Tales from the Park territory where you just kind of,
you gotta carry much more.
Interior, exterior. Definitely want you. I might do some repairs. Don't know if we're gonna find any. Yeah, maybe we should break this down. Well, there's still a bit of light about. We got anything? We got a pot belly. Yeah, well, that might come in handy, huh? Sounds like the wind is definitely picking up. Actually, I remember this from LMG's video. I think one of the, yep. No, we might be getting a full-on blizzard out there. I believe this is one of the people we need to find. And I think the key I found unlocks a door down here, maybe. Can we break this up with our hands? No? Yeah, give me some more marine players. Again, oh! Alright. Oh, here we go. I think I'm going to go back outside. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. I didn't have to go through the load screen. It did smack me up here, though. That's kind of weird. Yeah. Could really use a hatchet.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Anyway, let's inspect the corpse.
Frozen in place. How does this happen?
mean, there is a blizzard outside. Really, that's it? Okay. Does that count? Yeah, it counted. Hold on, let me eat the crackers. Alright, let's look around this cabin a little bit. Hey, Bon Bon. Well, looks pretty standard, really. Nothing good there. We do have a cedar. Let's break the crate up. So, this is about as far as I got in on this video. I wish I watched the whole thing, because it might make a difference. Oh! Well, what time of day is it? Yeah, I feel like I'm going to break that up. I should probably do it. Let's see if we can get anything from the cabinets real quick. We only have one burner, so... Oh, heck yeah. We'll try to make the most of it as we can. But yeah, let's break this chair up. I don't know that I have enough time to break this chair up, but I guess we'll give it a try. Oh, this one's only 2 hours. Maybe. Yeah! Okay. Oh, boy. What's wrong with me? Oh, I'm very thirsty. Alright. I brought a whole bunch of water, so... Here, let's do about there. Let's eat this. A little food, a little hydration from that. There we go. That should probably... let's finish off this little bit of rabbit. Let's clean these guys. Just use the knife for now. We do have a whetstone back at the house. Anyway, so from what I understand, though, LNG mentioned this, is that eventually we do come back here in this area as well. And he was leaving himself some stuff. He wasn't sure, but he wasn't, like, taking everything. He was like, well, maybe I'll be able to get this as well. Mackenzie. Alright. Let's see if we can get a fire going. I know I brought some torches. We're pretty chewed up. Stupid Timberwolves. Is that my lowest torch? No, alright. Yeah, I always forget that Astrid, her inventory is the opposite of Mackenzie's inventory. I don't know how I got that to happen. But yeah, let's cook some water first. We'll use a book. Why not? No! Oh, this game! Why wouldn't I use the stupid torch that's in my hand to light a fire? I need a torch to light... That's an old complaint, though. That's been in the game forever. Hey, Mrs. Wright! I got chewed on by a bunch of Timberwolves, and a noisemaker blew up in my face. I'm not very good with noisemakers because I don't really use them. But the explosion did some good. I don't think the wolves tore up my clothing, but your boy got a little beat up. I just fixed these boots to 100% too. I'm so ticked off. But I am better. Not quite as angry and bitter as yesterday. But I was talking earlier about the reviews, and the reviews are rough. Story mode is getting pretty pretty beat up. Well, we got lots of cedar. Throw a few of those on there. I was saying, you know, if you're mad about the glitches and the bugs, I mean, that's just modern day gaming. I don't really count that as much. But a lot of people are upset with the story mode. Yeah, you're definitely supposed to throw them after you light them. Yeah. That's the part I missed. Enjoy your run. Get that runner's high going. Get that adrenaline going. Get healthy. Do your thing. But yeah. And the ending, well, I'll just continue on that because we're sitting here cooking anyway. I'm not going to spoil the ending right now because, I mean, we're still playing it. But I can say that pretty much in every negative review I did read, glitches, bugs, and like I said, some people were like, I loved it, everything was great, I'm glad it's over, it was such a fun time, but all the glitches and bugs, I don't know how negative a review that is, because again, eventually they're going to fix probably most of that stuff. But most people were really upset with the story, where it goes. Like I said, this part, the Astrid part, everybody seems to love, because it's kind of classic Wintermute type stuff. But like I said, when we get to the what happens after this part, things go off the rails. A lot of people are really upset with a lot of how things go. There are a lot of timed missions. So like I said, I already messed up, right? I missed the achievement to get because I didn't rescue these people within 40 minutes. Like I said, I stayed up and I fixed my clothes and we did all kinds of stuff that, you know, we definitely blew the 40 minutes on that. But it's an achievement I don't really care about. But there are timed missions. A lot of people are upset about that. But what I hear most about the ending is it's unsatisfying. They don't feel it's really an end, the end that Hinterland promised. It doesn't make sense. A lot of character decisions, just period, don't make sense. And I feel bad for poor old Mackenzie because apparently people are really just dissatisfied with the route that Mackenzie ends up taking during Wintermute 5. So, like I said, I'm not afraid of spoilers. I already know how this game ends. I already know how Wintermute 5 ends. I know everything about that. I don't necessarily know about, you know, every area or everything that's going wrong. I do know there's a big bug with Jace in a certain area, so I'm going to try to be careful with that when I'm playing that area. But I'm not going to tell you guys everything. Let's have a little fun. But if we do get to an area and you see me like booking it, you're like, why aren't you checking out this drawer? Seems like there's a house you could loot, because we don't have time. It literally is, you know, timed and you die, timed or you fail kind of thing. So beyond the, you know, like I said, this is just for an achievement. You know, find these 3 people in 40 minutes and you get an achievement. I don't really care about that. But if it is a section that I'm going to fail because I'm not booking it, yeah, we're totally booking it. All right, let's speed this up. Just a skosh. Now, here's the funny thing about Wintermute. So your repair skill goes up the more you know. Cleaning guns. The more you clean guns, that'll go up to about 5%. I think is as far as you can go without reading a book. All right, let's see. Am I still in pain? Yeah, we're still in pain. Like, I feel like we need the pills to get the full treatment. So let's make a rosehip tea. Oh man, I don't even know if I have a rosehip tea. We picked some up though, didn't we? Didn't I pick some up when I came in through here? Sure did. Alright, we'll start with that. There we go. Astrid is uncomfortable and unhappy, so let's see what we can do about that. Let's try to lose... yeah, we're going to be up a little longer than that, so let's go ahead and throw that on there. Alright, let's cook this tea. You know, a nice bit of rabbit. They were pretty fat rabbits, right? That's good. But yeah, our thirst, we want our thirst to go back down so we can drink another tea. Sure. There we go. Burns are healed. Was I still taking damage? I'm a little confused. I think I was still taking some damage from that. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, if I only had a hatchet. If I only had a brain. Let's cook this rabbit. And then, yeah, let's just cook the rabbit. Let's get the rabbit going here. But I would like it if, like, you know, we don't necessarily have to go through the levels and all that kind of stuff. What time is it? Oh, it's late. But it would be cool if our cooking score kind of did go up in the background. I think that would be neat. Let's get that going. Let's just eat it. Well, I got a lot of dry goods I brought with me on purpose. You know, we got a lot of sodas. We got a lot of candy bars. I brought a jar of peanut butter, I think. Yeah. Kind of heavy, so I think I'm going to eat that. Stop right about there. We'll cook these rabbits up. I'll just eat this little piece. That should top us off. Pretty close. We should have one more fat rabbit. Yeah, let's cook this fat rabbit. And if I can, I might leave it on the porch and see if, when I come back as Mackenzie, I can eat it. Will it still be there? We'll do a little experimenting. Like I said, I mean, maybe I should have stopped at the first place and fought the moose. You know what I mean? Then I could be stuck here for 10 days, and I just don't really want to have to deal with that. I'm not even sure if it would really matter, because I think I could progress the story anyway. I don't know if it would come back to Astrid later with broken ribs, though, so it's just a little too sketch for me. I feel like I would have to play that out. You know what I mean? And spend 10 days in the wild here, which would be fun. I would perfectly enjoy it. Make a moose hide bag, but then it might not even matter, you know, as we progress further through the story. I might repair some clothing tomorrow too, though. So yeah, we might end up eating our stupid little rabbits anyway. I'll probably go look for a dead wolf, although I don't want to start another wolf encounter. That went terrible. I'm just going to go with marine flares, I think, from now on. They just work so much better. But, like I said, I knew it was going to be buggy. Let's get a little more water. Grab that. Let's cook how much time do we have left? 23 minutes? Perfect. Let's cook I guess we can heat one. No, let's just make a new one. Oh, yeah. So we'll drink this. Get a little improved health. Pick that up. Grab an extra torch. And we don't need the bearskin bedroll tonight. And I think I'm going to go ahead and sleep for 8. We're pretty tired, and it's pretty cold here. We don't have a lot of great clothing. Yeah, so we're past noon. Let's see what we can repair. I feel like this needs to get repaired first. We do have a high repair chance on Wintermute, which is nice. Alright, so 94%, much better. I don't have any leather, so I can't repair this or the gloves. I feel like the our pants should be next. We were at 29 degrees, I think, of warmth. It goes back to 100. Our underclothing isn't bad. Maybe our hat? Yeah, we need a little cloth for that. We got curtains. Oh, I didn't mean to use a knife. Whatever. Let's fix our hat. Then we'll go looking around. Oh, it sounds like the weather calmed down too. Oh, we're back up to 29, 16 windproofing. We're kind of back to where we were. So yeah, not great. I think I'm going to grab another curtain though. And we'll speed it up a little bit with this knife since I already kind of used it. So I think we might have to deal with those timber wolves again to get out of here. But I don't really think there's a need for me to stick around here. Let's see. Should we drop a little water? Sure. A little more, because we got these sodas. Might as well use these sodas. We're already thirsty, so let's, you know what, we got a decent amount of water. Let's eat these crackers for calories there. And then, boil our water a little bit. Health is all the way back up. Let's reload this thing. Yeah. I think that encounter would have ended a little quicker if I had that loaded. Speaking of which, are we fully loaded on the gun? No. Let's get that going. Okay. Reload that. Not a lot of bullets. Now, I don't necessarily know that I found everything that I could find. There are perseverance meals. I might have missed something. But yeah, we got whatever. We're good. Let's go look around. But finding a dead wolf, I'm not sure. I mean, we could spend another day here because, like I said, we're not really on a timeline in this part. And this is kind of the part where I figured, like, honestly, if you're playing Wintermute 5 and you liked the past 4 episodes, this is probably the entirety of this is probably going to be closest to what a lot of people enjoyed. Was that in between missions, honestly, you could spend 500 days in the game. It wouldn't matter. But again, since we're going to get to a part where there's timed things, maybe we'll kick it here for a little while. Like I said, I'm a little concerned about going after this wolf. I wonder if we should do some. I don't have anything to make a fishing line. It's ready. I do have scrap metal. I'll tell you what. Let's just throw these guts and this rabbit skin down in here. I don't need to be walking around with that on me. So can I get it inside? Well, I don't know if that. Let's just go back in the door here. Anyway, Mrs. Wright is running. Good for her. Glad she could jump in and say hello. Always glad to have Mrs. Wright. And the whole Wright clan sometimes join in. Alright, so we're just going to leave those there. I think we'll take 15 minutes to make these up, just in case. I mean, see, it's already almost nighttime. I'm a little sketched to go out because it gets so cold here. You know what? Let's leave this. Not this night. That's the good night pizza. Ugh. Let's see if we leave this knife here. It could help Will out. Maybe we'll leave a marine flare for him just in case. Sewing kits? Tell you what, we'll take the good sewing kit. And leave that for Will. I call him Will. I don't really know why. I'm kind of wishing I had taken the regular bedroll. Okay, we don't need these, so leave that behind. We don't need this, leave that behind. I really wouldn't mind this, because I think warmth-wise, it's actually warmer. Yeah. And eventually, I think the windproofing is the same. I wonder if we can fix this real quick. 93%. Still should be better than what we're wearing. Yeah, so we got more warmth. Not quite the wind bonus, but we can fix it up. Oh, better guard, too. It does reduce our running a little bit. It does weigh a little bit more. But we're going to put that on. There we go. Now we're back at 29. So we were at 28 for a second. I don't know what happened there. And maybe there's a nice little stash for Mackenzie when he gets here. Mac. Daddy Mac.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
You know what? I don't... Yeah, let's go clean up this wolf. I'm not sure if we're leaving today. We're kind of on the butt end of things, as far as I can tell, map-wise. And I wonder if there's any beach coming. Well, that was pretty far in. I'm thinking probably not then. The ice is already cracking in these areas. Whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, we're not too far from the fishing hut. Yeah, I'm going to say no on the beach coming. Let's go get some meat from this wolf. I might, I don't think I'm going to skin him, but I think we'll get the guts anyway. Might be fun to do a little fishing at some point. We shot 2 wolves for sure. We got the one with the flare. And another one with a pistol. Yeah, there's more wolves still chilling right over there. But this meat goes bad so quickly. 2 hours, man. Let's make a fire. I'd kind of rather not, but I don't like those wolves like right over the hill. Like I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to fight them again. In case they come this way, at least we'd have a fire going. Let's switch to the torch. Well, let's just see if we can get one going. 75% is incredible odds. If I had to make a bet, right? Let's say I had 10 grand to make a bet to make 50 grand. And the odds were 75%. I would make that bet. But in the long dark, 75%, it doesn't mean the same thing. All right. We got an hour. Let's add a little fuel. Let's throw that on. Maybe we'll let the carcass warm up a little bit before we go attacking it. How long's the fire for? Hour and some change. Yeah, let's just make some canned water. We'll get something to eat here in a little bit. We're not cold because we're by the fire here. 63% frozen. Let's do another one. There we go. Alright, this should be a little better. We'll throw on one of these first. And we're going to carve off 2 steaks. Yeah, this is going to go well. Our hands are already bloody. How are they bloody before I start carving on the wolf? We'll take that. We'll get these steaks cooking. They'll take probably over an hour. There we go. Alright, we'll throw that on there. Hopefully the wind doesn't get us. But we're definitely going to spend the night here again. That and those should do just fine. Again, I don't really see any use for the skin.
It's getting dark out here. Gotta look for shelter.
Just eat that. I think we'll throw on these other steaks for kicks and giggles. Maybe we'll use the cooking pot, shave up a little bit of time on this one. I'm a little worried about this wind. Yeah, it doesn't really save me much, does it? Put that in there. We are using up our firewood. I think that's all we'll do for tonight. That should get me through the night and the morning. Maybe be able to walk out with 1 steak. We'll leave the rest of the meat on the porch for Mackenzie, maybe. Mrs. Wright said, "What happened to your health?" Long and dark, I got eaten again. Yeah, there's the Timberwolf just chilling over there. Just waiting. Maybe we'll check out the map. Maybe there's another way out of here. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. That, this, and this. And we'll probably just have to kind of like kill time, you know, for things you do. I'd love to go fishing. I really would. I wonder if there's any, oh, you guys, I wonder if there's any different fish here. Is that the moon? It looks big. Is that bigger than normal? That's a Hermitcraft Minecraft little nod shout out. If you're a big Minecraft nerd, you got it already. What's Hermitcraft 8? Oof. Yeah, we don't have to worry about saving too much. Anyway, we got a ton of water in here. Oh, I should have left the meat on the porch. Oh well. It's not like I've gone to sleep with meat in my pockets in this game plenty of times anyway. I'm not either. I kind of screwed up there. Bastard. Yeah, alright. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe, again, maybe there's some goodies here for the Mac. Maybe we come back here. I don't know. Like I said, I'm torn. Maybe if I find a rifle. The moose will probably be gone by the time I get back. Honestly. Can I throw this? It's kind of useless. We'll just, we'll break it. Get a shtick. Yeah, I almost want to sleep in my bearskin bedroll just to do it, but I don't. I got crap on the ground. Alright, let's get a drink. Yes, it's already moldy. Unless you're playing the hardest survival mode, you can eat predator meat in this game. In Wintermute. Do I, you know what? Let's kill time first. All right. Don't want to eat raw meat though. I don't think that would be good for us. I'm gonna go to sleep for like 5 hours ish. But again, it'll probably be pretty cold. This early in the morning. Let's just pass time for an hour. Make it a little more light. Let's see. Let's eat the rabbit. So now we got some wolf meat. Oh wait, I want to finish these crackers off. I'll do that. There we go. Yep. Leave a little space in case we need a tea or something. Well, honestly, I should have probably left more space for a tea or something. Well, that's alright. But if I'm not mistaken, like, and this is, again, you know, in Black Frost in the original Wintermute 4 playthrough, I had moose-hide bag, deerskin pants, deerskin boots, you know, I had everything to keep you warm. But I spent, like, days and days just kind of goofing around there. Having fun, learning the map, that kind of stuff. Right, let's see. All the raw meat for sure. I think we'll lose... Yeah, let's lose that. I mean, honestly, I have a lot of dry goods. Let's leave this one too. We have a few dumb things we don't necessarily need. Let's leave some antibiotics for Mackenzie as well. Do that. We'll keep the stems though. Sorry, bud. Well, I mean, we could leave him one, right? Hey, I'm not done with that. But wood-wise, we're kind of not in great shape. Terrible for exploring, honestly. Let's leave him, I don't know, 2 decent torches. And 2 crappy torches. That'll help with my weight. Okay. Yeah. I don't think there's any other way out there except through these wolves again. I really don't. So I'm going to see if I can give him the business with the flare. It'll scare him either way, right? Maybe we knock out another wolf. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, I really felt like I would probably... I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to be honest. I felt like we'd have more sticks. Maybe after the storm. Now there'll be a few more laying around. That's not really how it works. by the way. It's more about just time spent in an area. Since we spent a little bit of time here, maybe we can pick up a few more. Don't know if we're going to get any birch. Oh, he ran. Alright, let's go. Ooh. No. These are my footprints. Sorry, that threw me off. Maybe we should cut through this little area. It kind of looks like maybe this brings us back to the road. I mean, we kind of did what we needed to do down this way. Let's see what's this way. Nice day. We're only taking 2 ticks of coal. We don't have any wind, though. Like, see, we're in... Oh, see the little icon at the top? But we're still taking 2 ticks of damage. So if we get wind, we'll probably go down to 3. Maybe we can put that away. But I think, again... I watched like 20 minutes of LMG's video. I don't think there's any more timber wolves we're going to come across. Mm. Yeah, the 2 things that are... okay, snow. I'm cool with snow. I heard goading was not great in this game. Or this episode in particular. Apparently you can take quite a bit of fall damage. Alright, is this the way I want to go? Yeah, let's go up this way. Let me show you something here, though. So if we go to our missions, right? Okay, we got some stuff here. I don't know what that is. What's the key? But if we go... Where are the missions? This is it. If you look in the back to those who are missing, I don't know about you guys, but that looks like a constable. See the patch on the arm? What I do know is that once you find the constable and you click on him, you get teleported back to Perseverance Mills. So I kind of want to make that the very last thing that I do when I'm ready to go from here. Now, LMG was saying he thought that this would be a great addition to survival, that this map is worth it. To be added into survival. Hopefully, you know, like I said, I mean, I've seen a couple limbs. I'm not finding a lot of sticks. I'm not finding a lot of firewood. We did find some rabbits. Obviously, this will be a region with timber wolves. Probably more than just one pack, you know what I mean? I know there are plenty of regular wolves. Now, he's playing on the hardest mode. We were playing green, so... Like, I'm finding, you know, we're finding some branches, we're finding some limbs, but just like sticks. No birch bark or anything like that yet. We did find some rose hips. See, here's a limb I can't do anything with because I don't have a tool. Well, what do you think? I think we'll go this river route. So let's go this way, if we can. We'll try to like probably come back down the road. But yeah, you see, you know what I'm saying? Like, where are the sticks at? If I want to stand here for 5 or 10 minutes, I can get... There's the moose. Alright, so the moose is still there. Interesting. They usually kind of pop in and disappear pretty quickly. It's kind of like very opportunistic, like, oh, I should, like, oh, there's a moose, I should do something about it. Again, I am very, and there might be like a cave over there or something. Yeah, that looks very cave-ish to me. You know what I mean? I kind of want to see what this is too. You got a dead deer? Oh, we got a dead deer. Well, the thing is, even though I just started plugging him, like, they don't bleed out, so I'd have to kill him to really get any benefit from engaging him. And honestly, without a rifle or a bow, I know there are people like, just use the flare gun, Pace. Oh, yeah. I think the risk is just too high for right now. All right, I'm kind of wandering along without really paying attention. I should be looking for some cattails. I'm not really seeing any though. Oh, here's one. Now, I've never, and again, spoilers, people, spoilers coming up, because I'm playing Wintermute. I've never encountered, I've never done anything with the cougar, I don't think. I think I did one time, when it first came out and was broken, and I was like, meh. Don't know if I was streaming it. Probably, but I don't think it made the playlist. I do know I had a set of videos though where it was broken and I was showing you guys how, like, even though I could hear a cougar and there was supposed to be a cougar, there wasn't. Well, we kind of got off the river. Harvestables or cattails? Let's go see. I'd really like to see if there's any reishi mushrooms or... rose hips. Now again, this map could be very different in survival mode. What's this? Pull the shotty out, the gaddy. Not a shotty. There is a shotgun in this game, though. They did finally add a shotgun to the Long Dark. Oh. Okay. Kind of useful. A lot of anti-bees. There we go. There's some pain meds. It doesn't look in great shape. 28%. That's trash. We did find a cave. Did it show up on the map? Nah. That's okay. But again, I just want to point out, like, where are all the sticks at? Where's the firewood? You know, if I want to take some time to break down some branches, okay, we got some deer. You know, these guys here. Yeah, scared those guys. But I mean, I got a pistol. And that's not in great shape. I'm not really sure how pistol score works. And I'm assuming you're just, like, it's the base kind of crappy pistol score, so. There we go. Here's some rose hips. But here's what I'm going to say. This, again, to me feels rushed. It just doesn't feel like that it's flushed out like it should be properly. They don't, and let's face it, right? You get an achievement for finding 3 bodies and bodies, pizza. Oh no, somebody could be alive. Nah, they're dead. In 40 minutes, they don't even really want you to spend that much time here, you know? And again, I have no hatchet, no hacksaw. I have no way of chopping up these limbs. If I want sticks, it's mostly branches, and I got to stand there for 10, 20 minutes, or whatever it is. If I see another branch, I'll click on it to see how long it takes, but you know, Black Frost, Pleasant Valley, Milton, all those places, uh, Mystery Lake, in the previous Wintermute episodes were very playable in a survivor kind of way. You know what I mean? So like I said, if you wanted to take 500 days to hang out in between, you know, main missions, you could quite easily. Am I out of rocks? Damn it. Where'd my rock go? Yeah, we're gonna scale again before I get this rock. Alright, listen. Quick break. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm eating crackers. Yeah, bun bun though. A little more food. For now. That other bunny wants to pop up. I might take advantage of that. Hear him. I think. There he is. Oh, he's right over this hill. Don't really have a shot on him. Are you right through here? Alright. Oh, come on. There we go. I got stuck on something invisible right here. Like, I couldn't move for a second. You know, on one stone. But we found some stuff, so whatever. Oh, random save. What's this? What is this? We found some reclaimed wood. Again, be very careful about all your drops, is what I can tell you. Goading is not something that you really need to do in Wintermute, like any of the Wintermute episodes. Ooh, here we go. Oh, a bow!
This stuff will come in handy.
100% too. Sodas. Yeah, we have liquor in the game. I live in the south. Oh, there we go. A lot of people get litty and shoot guns and arrows. Okay. Oh, ooh. Ooh. Nice. So if I wanted to go for that moose,
This will come in handy.
now we could. We'd have to get back that way. Second fishing hut. He's got a wolf protector. There we go. This is more what I'm interested in. Right here. Move these. How many? It's 7 of those, 9 of those. Okay, so we'll start leaving the heads around. And again, maybe I'll just stop taking cattails, because again, if Mackenzie's going to come through this area, we might want to leave a few things behind. So we'll leave some of these cattails I see over there to the right. We're just going to ignore them. Anyway, but my point is, with so few sticks, so few, you know, again, I don't have any way to harvest any kind of limbs or anything. I'm just going to tell it like it is. The developers, Hinterland, Raph himself, they don't really want you to hang out here. They don't want you to do what you was doing before. You know? They don't want you to spend 100 days. Is this coal? Oh, it's a scarf, some matches, and a recycled can. It's not that cold. And with that 40-minute timer going to get the achievement, they want you to hurry your ass up. Come on, get through here. Do this. Let's go. Come on. Goofing around. Quit trying to play the long dark. You know what I mean? We got a nice cave. Didn't expect that. A few more rose hips. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, that's good. Let's go ahead and... I'm sure these are probably already... No, they're not quite as good yet. I'm interested.
backpack is getting too heavy to carry. I can imagine getting lost and freezing to death in the night. But this seems different.
I think we found another dead body. I don't see a patch, so I don't think this is the cop, so let's just go ahead and inspect.
What the hell happened here?
So I don't know if we're dealing like with a plague. You know, that seems to kind of have like a dementia, Alzheimer's kind of thing attached to it. And these people are kind of, you know, wandering off and dying. Although I don't really understand the salt water in the lungs thing. Or we've got something supernatural with the aurora going on. Now here's what I want to make sure, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I want to make it very clear. We're not getting answers. I don't know if it's just something they want to do for Black Frost. I can't run. And again, I won't say exactly what happens, but I will say that, you know, the ending of this isn't conclusive. You know, when we're finished with Wintermute 5, there's still going to be a lot of open questions about what is going on. Nothing back here. So yeah. Like I said, that's what's pissed a lot of people off. It really is making the community pretty mad. What's making me mad is just there's no sticks. What the hell? Unless I find a hatchet and I think I saw a house up here or something. Like, what's the point of all this? It really is just find these 3 bodies and be done. They said, I mean, there's fishing and all kinds of cool stuff here, but... And I think rap is full of shit. All the time. Lots of times. They absolutely plan to incorporate this into survival mode. And I think we'll see a very different map. If they bring it to survival mode. And I think they'll probably retrograde some of this stuff like they did episode 1 and 2. Because even on like entry level difficulty, I would be expecting to find more sticks than I'm finding. You know what I mean? Alright, let's click on this branch and see how long it actually takes to break down. 10 minutes for 3 sticks. Not bad, not bad. Let's go see. I want to see the fishing hut, but let's go see what's going on up here, because we'll probably stay here for tonight. It's pretty cold. It's a little sketch on the snow. If we can get inside. Can we get inside? Yeah, we can. So we can get in this one. Can we get in this one? So we got 3 cabins. Looks like, to explore. Hopefully we find some clothing. More importantly, a hatchet or something. Oh, here we go. We got a workbench. But an outdoor workbench will make a lot of people happy. On a lake with some fish, wolves. If I was going to put a moose spot in, I would put it here. We've already found one place where the moose is, but it's probably the only place on this map where it hangs out, if I had to guess. Toasted garlic cheese cracker time!
Barely barely walk with this much gear. Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Alright. A couple of chairs we could break up for
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Right. For firewood. A little bit of cloth. Nothing in the drawers or anything. I mean, a potbelly stove or something would be great. Not sure we're going to get it.
I think I can use this.
Well, I do have a piece of scrap metal. I could make a hook and some line. I might. And do a little fishing. All I got though is the knife. Oh, you know what? I think I missed a note. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. Nothing here is helping. I keep hearing the voices, things following me. I have this idea. If I can get behind the water, maybe the voices will stop. Oh, this is the guy that died. Where I used to go when I was little, that one place that always calmed me down. So I guess if I hadn't... Gustav. Sorry, Gustav. You didn't make it, brother. You faded into the long dark. This looks like a really comfortable bed, though. Look at this. I love this painting. Crow, or is it a cat? I think it's a cat on a cow. Hilarious.
I'll take it.
Wow, these are in terrible shape. Not particularly helpful. I got better boots than that. But I could use the leather. I think I'm going to break these up. And hope the last cabin has... a fireplace or something. If not, we can stay in the fishing hut. Although it'll probably be too cold if we don't have a fire. But there is a stove there we can cook these rabbits on. Yeah, I'm gonna make hook and tackle.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Or nice. Alright. So I don't even need to do that. We can just go ahead and because I only have the one piece of line, right? Yeah. Should I make a couple hooks? Let's make a couple hooks. Maybe we'll find some more line. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty abusive on the knife. But, you know, I'm curious. Can we catch fish here? Are there any cool, different fish here? Oh, this place is a mess. I don't expect to find much here. Oh,
This will come in handy.
finally. More bullets, another sewing kit. Very helpful. Is this... Oh, okay. I was like... It is. I was like, is this a sad table full of dog food? Because that's, you know, sad. 45 minutes to break up a chair. I think it's worth it. We're going to get rid of this one, too. I might even run back to that other place.
You barely walk with this much gear.
To break up another chair. I don't know. Let's see what's going on with the fishing hut. Maybe it's got a bucket with some firewood in it or something. It's going to take a while to bust open the ice with just a knife. Snow stopped. What do we think? Pistol or bow? Now, bow we could get the insta-kill. He seems to have a very tight patrol area, just kind of back and forth between this hut. If he stops in a wooze... Nah, he ran already. I was going to say, if he stops in a wooze, I mean, we could put him down. Sometimes they do it after you break their pattern. So maybe he'll a woo on the way back. I don't know. He's already coming back. I just feel like it's going to be kind of a wild shot. I mean, I do have 5 arrows. And he is... Their distance is really, really high. Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
We did find another piece of line. Let's make a second lure, or fishing tackle. Let's see if that brought him any closer. Huh. That's weird. Oh, there he is. There he is. Well, he really ran off into the woods. Like, I feel like I could get a shot on him with the pistol. Here comes the snow. I don't think it will kill him, though. You don't really get a hit, you know, marker when you shoot him with the pistol. He's changed his route quite differently. I think this snow is going to go to a blizzard, maybe. It's changing really quick. Oh, he's so far away. Even... let's see if I can get a little closer to him. And at least put a round in him. If we can get one in his head, maybe we'll drop him. I don't know that I hit him. I don't think I did. Let's go look for blood. I don't think we're going to see it. No, I got him. No, no, I didn't. All right. Yeah. Yeah, he's already turned around. Should we go for an arrow shot? I feel like it's gonna have to be pretty far away, but maybe if he's coming straight at me, I can work this out a little bit. See how far away their awareness is? I feel like it has to be pistol or rifle. Alright. Let's have a snack. Guess we'll eat some of this dog food. You can get a little hydration, right? A little bit. Like that. And that. There we go. Like, you know what? Let's check this soda. Top off our calories a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's, I hate doing it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I want to fish. I want to see what's going on. See if we can catch anything. Yeah, let's just give it an hour.
Feels like night is coming.
Nothing. Let's try again. Oh, one more try. Hey, look at that! We got a 5-pound whitefish. We'll take it. I feel like we're taking a little... Well, alright, let's clean the rabbits first. Yeah. I mean, they're going to be frozen. 72% frozen. Oh, the wind calmed down. Alright, so we get the rabbit, we get the fish. Let's go ahead and let's start a fire. Torch. Should I use my book or not? Let's try not to use my book for right now. Although I do have a bunch of books back at the Perseverance. Man. I say Perseverance because I'm Southern. It's Perseverance. Like Southern people say things.
Come on, little fire.
And we know it's wrong. It's just how we say things. All right. Turn that going and we'll do first things first, I would normally go water, but I think we're okay on liquid. Let's start cooking these rabbits. Let's throw a rabbit on here. 34 minutes. Let's get this other rabbit cleaned up. The meat shouldn't take too long. There we go. We'll get the meat in the gut. Nice. We'll cook bun. Oops. Now the other thing I always think about this is like if I think it'll be burnt. If we got a fire going in here, shouldn't that help keep the hole less frozen? I don't know. Alright, let's fish for another hour, see what happens. We could have put bait on, but I don't know that it's going to make much difference. There we go. 2 whitefish. Pretty happy with that, honestly. Alright, we should have like a little chunk of rabbit, a couple little chunks of rabbit. Let's knock those out. Let's eat that. What time is it? It's kind of late. That's right. This guy, 10 minutes, sure. Grab that. Let's cook one fish. You know what I mean? Oops. Let's cook at least one fish. We'll use the cooking pot. I'll have a cook this little guy. 42 minutes. 24 minutes until ready. There we go. We'll pick that up. I don't really think I need water or anything, any kind of liquid. Look at all these sodas and everything. We got 8 pounds. I think we're fine. Let's grab a torch. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this fish. Can we not? We're going to drop this fish. I'm going to drop this rabbit. And I think I'm going to drop like a nice soda and some tomato soup. Okay. And we're going to see if that helps Mackenzie in the long run. Beat it. Maybe it'll be there, maybe it won't. We'll find out. But I think I'll leave a few more things because I need to find one more dead guy and then we get auto-teleported back to Perseverance Mills. That much I do know. And then I'm not really even sure we can do much after that. I think we're probably going to switch to Mackenzie's point of view. That's the crappy house, right? Oh, I want one of these. There was one with a really nice bed. What am I looking at here? It's hard to see. This snow right here is actually one of the things that I really dislike the most. It kind of makes me dizzy, honestly, and it's just really hard to see. So, yeah, I think I'm just walking along the rocks right now. It seems like things are getting worse. Let's just go head this way. We'll head back to the one house that we know is there. Like a flare or the lantern. Look, we'll light the lantern, but it's really just going to make this worse. You see? Yeah. But I think we're going to get a blizzard, so let's just get inside somewhere. And hopefully we can put our bearskin bedroll down and just chill in that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is one of the nicer houses. Yeah, because it looks like I'm seeing 2 now. So I may have been off where I thought it was. Yeah. So I think this is actually what I would call cabin number 3. Number 1 was the one that was all, everything was kind of wrecked. Yeah, see, there's the second one. And the third. All right. But I think I really like the bed in this one. Let's go in this one. But I just want to point out, no hacksaw, no hatchet. Barely any sticks. They don't want you to stay
This
here.
pack is getting too heavy to carry.
They really don't. They don't want you to spend any time out here. Successfully doing anything, really. Alright, let's go with a crappy soda. And another crappy soda. That's better. Let's clean the rest of this rabbit up, just for kicks and giggles. And we'll get a good sleep. I'll try to get up around, noon again. And let's drop this. Yeah, let's break that down. I think we got a couple of decisions to make in the morning, but we'll deal with that in the morning. Alright. Yeah. Take the rest of this rabbit. Pretty much top me off there. Good swig of water. And again, I'm not really sure how this one works. If it's like, if I say 12 hours, do I just sleep 12 hours no matter what? We're going to get 8. Mm-hmm. There we go. Right around noon, perfect. I guess in this middle hut because I like the bed. Let's leave a few things for possibly future us. And I don't think like I'm shorting myself in the long run. Anything like that at all. Alright, so there's a little food pile. That's nice. Get a little bit of cloth. A couple pieces of firewood. Hello? It's a local number. Hold on. No, it's nobody. And then, alright, well, we'll leave this one enemy. One of these. A buck maybe. Let's see, like 4 of these. Just trying to get my weight down a little bit too, Hey, let's leave a pack of matches. That wouldn't be bad. We'll leave some cardboard too. Again, I have no idea this is going to have any effect later on. I really don't. But it might. A couple bandages. Yeah, let's leave these 4 pills because we got 6 here. Scarf. Boots. Although I could use the leather. Not gonna short myself personally. I'll leave one of these. One of these. You know what? Yeah. Alright. Those can go in there. I keep my bullets though. Forget this guy. Let's leave him, 1 arrow. Again, I have no idea if any of this is going to matter. If any of it's going to make a difference. It might not. And like I said, I don't really know that I'm shorting myself. I don't think I am. But it could make a difference later in the playthrough for a different character, so why not? You don't get that. So we got sewing, we got cloth, we got torches, we got some food. I guess we leave a little bit of water. Right? Normally I would have made some water, but there you go. Here's the stock too. And yeah, I don't really think I want to I don't think there's anything else I want to leave behind necessarily. Tell you what, we'll throw... those in there so we can make a tea. Alright, so yeah, we kind of possibly hooked ourselves up for the future, or maybe just wasted a bunch of materials that honestly probably don't matter anyway. Alright, good morning! Let's eat this peanut butter, because I'm tired of carrying it around. Let's drink a soda. That'll top off pretty much everything right there. And leave a little room if we need it. It does sound pretty cold outside, you guys. There we go. Yeah.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, beautiful day. Beautiful day. I really don't know where this cop is. I would guess somewhere up here, though. Either, like, up here or maybe in here, because we kind of been everywhere else. Maybe along this way? I'll tell you what. Let me grab this. No. Can I get up there? Yeah. I left a little tender, right? Try a little tenderness. Fandango. But I'm kind of tired of carrying these, so yeah, there you go. Right. Again, I don't wanna hog every cattail and everything in case we need them later. I mean, honestly, next round with Asteroid, we may not have any of this gear. Truthfully. Yeah, let's everybody do. What's this? Interesting. This might be it. I don't remember finding this place specifically. Or if you're from the Pacific coast, Pacifically. Wait, am I going away? Yeah. So I guess I want to go this way. Well, interesting, because I found the dead guy behind the waterfall. Like here, right? For some reason I was thinking it was over here, so maybe Dead Cop is... Yeah, I don't really know where this guy is. Stop calling him Dead Cop. He's a constabulary. Yeah, let's go swing a right this way. And I'm just basically walking to places where I figure, like, you know, something interesting is on the map. Oh, I need to shave and a haircut. Stupids. I feel like my footprints hang around quite a long time here. Obviously, we just walked this way, but earlier it was like, man, I can't believe I still have footprints and I stayed the night in that other cabin. Yeah, let's go this way. No reishi mushrooms yet. Just rose hip so far. No birch bark. So again, I'm just going to say again, I don't think they plan for you to be here very long. And do what you got to do and get out. They don't even really want you to survive here, even though there's a moose, a bow. You know, maybe there's a rifle in some spawns. I don't know. And even this is more linear. I guess the point I'm getting to is I feel like it's rushed, you know? I always feel bad for, you know, and so here's an early take on the Long Dark that I had. And I think it's correct. I really do. I don't think it's changed very much. At least, well, alright. It's definitely changed, but not from when I first started playing, which was years ago at this point. Like I said, when I played Wintermute 1 and 2, it was still a trashy mess. And it was like a year or so more before they fixed it. But my personal opinion, Raph, or Raphael, let's just call him Raphael. I hate calling him Raph. Raph's intention was oh, what do we have here? I got him. It's like, I don't think I hit him on the first one, but I definitely hit him on the second one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, buddy. Let me know when you die. Like, I don't think we're going to find any feathers. Yeah. It doesn't shock me at all. Oh, wait. Wow. Never mind. I'm shocked. Yeah, I don't think it's going to make a difference, but... Alright, folks, we found a Fire Watch Tower. Let's go see what's up. Pretty excited. Does it have a name? Forgotten Lookout. Nice name. I don't think the cop's going to be here. Hopefully there's some kind of cutting tool. If there's a cutting tool here, I will cut this game a lot of slack.
I think I can use this.
Yeah. This is trashed. We'll just leave it. Probably leave all of this stuff. Even the coffee is not in good shape. Yeah, the cooking pot too. Again, I'll know... this stuff is here for Mackenzie if it becomes something worth doing. Yeah. It's not really anything I need. Cool find though. Cool name. I wonder if I can look it up. Let me see. Let me see. Nope, didn't mean to do that, but yeah. TLD Winter 5 Constable location. Well, I bet it's in here somewhere. Yeah, tell me where his office is. That's not what I want. Well, let's just see if I can change it without it. No, it completely deleted everything. Right, so we'll try it again. Episode 5, all 3 bodies locations. It's a Reddit, so... No, it doesn't say which is which. It's not being very descriptive. Okay, so that's the waterfall. Okay. Alright, I know... is somewhere around here. Oh, they're crying over that deer over there. Again, so I'm normally used to, what's over here? Spending, hours and hours and hours just wandering around the maps. And like I said, I think that generally speaking, one of the best things about Wintermute, besides episode 1 and 2, are the ability to like research your maps, find out where things are, find out where wolves and bears spawn. I haven't seen a bear yet. Because you can see yourself, you got a full map, and you can see where you are, on the map. Pretty cool. This is kind of the way I'm going. Maybe I can make a left up here. I don't know. See, it doesn't really look like it. It looks like we're gonna have to kind of walk our ass around to get back to where we need to be. But not unusual. What's this? Oh. I don't really want to shoot this guy. Not because I need to, just because he's super annoying. Yeah, here we go. So, we cross the bridge. I don't know if this bridge is going to work. Yeah, it's busted. So we kind of need to go up this way, but it doesn't look like we can. So I don't know if I need to go back and try to find another way across. Like, is this way the other way I'm thinking of? No. Yeah, I don't really know how to cross here. You see what I mean? I think this... Here's what I think. I think this is like...
I'll take it.
I'm going to leave this stuff. You, as Astrid, need to bust your ass and try to find these people in 40 minutes to get the achievement. And just to prove that... Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, we can only go one way. We can't get back across. Yeah, you don't really, like, even though this is, like, again, people are saying, oh, no, this is the best part, this is the part with Astrid where you can do stuff. I'm assuming maybe this is timed later with Mackenzie. So, somewhere in here. But the mistake would be to come in here and, like, just scoop everything. Right? You're building up a character, you're trying to find some clothes, you're trying to do everything. But if another character has to come back through this area... you could certainly end up limiting your playthrough with the other character. So there we go. I had him twice. Yeah. This is probably ravaged. No. Grab you. Got a burned up trailer. So yeah, I'm going to leave these rose hips. I'm going to leave a lot of this stuff behind. I just kind of want to explore and find. I don't know that the map is going to make a difference if I come here with Mackenzie.
Yes, be prepared for anything.
But like, will the locations be on here? Like, this doesn't even appear to be a location. It does say that there's a good bridge here, but I don't see it. Where's the good bridge? Yeah, I mean, it makes it look like there's a solid bridge across this way. Is it just these rocks? Oh. I don't like that. That's all broken. It's all broken. What time is it? It's getting a little late. But again, when we find this dude, we just get teleported back, so. Anyway, let's look around a skosh. I'm just curious to see if there's any more, like, shelter or anything back here. I kind of doubt it. Old man's beard. Finally. I mean, more than likely I passed, like, more than one. But I don't remember at all just seeing it anywhere. What's that? Wait, I think what we'll do is we'll go back and we'll get the meat off that wolf. I don't know if I carry any. Well, I could put, like, again, I could put it in my pocket, and if I get teleported back, then I have it, right? Technically. Alright. Again, I don't see any mushrooms. Or anything like that. Where, I mean, look at all these stumps. You'd think there'd be some. What's up, Bum Buns? I saved your lives. You are welcome. All right. Let's get all the meat off. Oh, it's hardly any meat. Hardly any meat. I will grab the meat and the guts. And I think we'll just take it with us. Again, I don't know that it's going to matter. I don't think it will. Honestly. Right. Again, we want to get, like, in here somewhere. But again, our biggest problem in Perseverance Mills is food. We don't really have a lot of food, so. If we can get a little bit going, that would be great. So yeah. And again, I don't really even know what happens after we teleport. I'm pretty sure that's the end of our story for here for now. Like, I think there's a cutscene, and I don't really think we get to do anything else. There's some more Old Man's Beard. Right, so maybe this end of the map has a little more, you know. I'm still not seeing a ton of sticks or anything like that, but we're not going to fully explore it right now. I'm not convinced there's really anything back there anyway. And I think at this point, most anything that I find, I should probably leave in case it's helpful to Mackenzie. So we'll leave those two things. We don't have a rifle. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close the hood. So, yeah, somewhere down this way. Again, looks like there's something back there. You can probably follow the crows at this point. Maybe a cave or a transition point. Here we go. I think this is our end game right here. Is there like a wolf eating him or something? What's that noise? Oh, there is.
What a put them way out here.
Weird. So as soon as I click on this guy, look at this, 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 look at. I'm getting a screenshot. Hold on. Look at the feather. I think we'll leave the distress pistol and the flare again. Maybe Matt can use something with this. I don't know. Again, it could be a mistake, but I think we're okay. But let's clean this wolf up real quick.
Barely walk with this much gear.
Yeah, I know. Again, I don't think the feathers are going to help. So let's leave like half the meat. There. Do we have any little pieces? I don't really want any little pieces. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's have a snack. Let's eat this fish. I'm gonna drop this bunny. I don't think it's gonna be that helpful. And yeah, like I said, I have a flare gun and some flares. We'll see what transitions. The bunny should be gone.
A lot colder soon.
But apparently, even her speech gets cut off. So we'll see what happens.
They may do weird things to people, but this feels like something different.
We did get the soggy note.
Back to Larson's clinic. An autopsy's the only way I'll get answers I need.
So yeah, we didn't really get to see everything she had to say.
Well, that's not what I would have expected, honestly. Larson was clearly onto something, based on his notes and the questions he was asking. And those other bodies, the other missing people he mentioned in his notes from months ago. But how do they connect to these new bodies? What I can't figure out is that there's no obvious external cause of death. Nothing you'd have expected. No predation. No obvious injuries. If not for... I'd have said something maybe like a heart attack or hypothermic hallucination, but... this body, it's like the others in Larson's notes. This person died with water in their lungs. Salt water. They drowned. It makes no sense.
Astrid?
Over here, Jane.
There you are.
I found some of the missing people.
Any of them still alive?
Unfortunately.
Okay. And...
I just completed an autopsy. And what I found... well... it doesn't make sense.
does it have anything to do with what's going on with Freya?
I can't be sure. But until I know more, just stay close to her, okay?
A friend is with her right now.
Go to her. Stay with her. Don't let her out of your sight.
Astrid, you're scaring me.
There's just too much about this situation that doesn't make sense.
You sound like you know what's going on.
I don't. But I'm starting to build a theory.
Well, while you do that, can you check in on Terry?
Terry?
Yeah, our local DJ. He's really just a kid from the city, but he's been running a radio station from the old hut outside of town.
Wait, is this the conspiracy guy?
So you've heard of him. Some people in Cooper's mentioned they hadn't heard from him in a couple of days. They're worried, and Terry's the one broadcasting the quarantine message. So if we want anyone to hear it and come to help...
I get it. No message, no help. I'll take a look.
Be careful,
I'm not
Astrid.
sure with all the hand movement.
Get back to Freya. I'll be fine.
Really, be careful. I don't know what we'd do without your help.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if we get to continue this or we jump to the other story. Let's see what happens. Pocket full of wolf meat, though. I'm not really sure I left that meat in a good place. Like, I'm not sure. Like I said, it could be timed. It might be like Mackenzie
Drop any of this gear.
just trying to get from one place to another. Hey, we got a trophy. To the bone. Station. Yeah, what time is it? Yeah, morning. You guys know how this works. Just throw the meat on the ground. There. Well, now we got a little bit more food. Wait, we're at the doctor's office. This ain't my house. There's no 6-burner stove here. Stop fooling.
Okay, now to find that radio hut.
Alright. I was going to call it a video, but I'm a little curious. I kind of want to do some of this stuff, so, alright. Let's get this. Oops. On the ground. Let's get these guts laid down. Actually, let's get a quick, like, big save. Hard save here. Oh, hit the wrong button. There we go. Hard save complete. Let's run in and drop these guts. Maybe a couple other things off. I don't really know how it's going to work or what's going to matter. Like I said, I know the end of this story. I don't know everything. Truly, also, I don't think there's a place to, I don't think there's a crafting table here. And again, though, I mean, maybe
Kind of heavy.
when Mackenzie gets here, we can use some of this stuff. I don't honestly know. So, you know, let's be a little smart about things. We don't have a rifle. I'm going to leave these rifle bullets. Lots of food. Alright, let's check these boots in here. Smart thing would probably be to go ahead and fix my gloves. Just get the leather from it. It's going to take an hour and a half, though, and it's already... Oh, it's early. Well, let's just do that. No, I mean, doesn't matter. I'm going to do it anyway. So, yeah, let's grab these. Should I fix my boots or my gloves? I think the gloves, probably. Anyway, it's really cool. Oh, we get 2 pieces of leather. Maybe we fix both. Yeah, look at that. At least 1 piece of cloth. We got it. Alright, cool. So let's fix our boots first. %, and then let's get our gloves. Should actually get them up higher than they used to be. If we don't fail. Nice. Maybe we're above 30. Yeah, 31. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. We could. Oh yeah. Let's fix these socks. There we go. Boom. I was hoping to get 32, but it didn't happen. I would say a decent amount of clothing and gear for Mackenzie if he gets to access any of this stuff. There's still bearskin bedroll in the bar, so if he wants to get that, he can get it himself. Let's get a few sticks on the ground. I just feel like that helps me, that helps him. Either way. And I think we'll leave this now. Alright, let's go. I mean, we got this, but still. Alright. We'll go see what's up with the radio station, and then that's probably going to call it. I'm going to call it for the day. I'm hungry. I got to go to bed soon. Because I got to work tonight. And tonight, or tomorrow, or whatever you want to call it, is payday. And I need that paycheck. Oh, boy. Hopefully Terry's not dead. Everybody else is dead so far in this. He is up this road, okay. Left or straight? Straight, right? Yeah, we're gonna go this way. So I'm gonna say I agree so far with everybody else. Oh, this gate was closed before. This part enjoyable.
Looks like the way to the radio hut.
I feel like we need more materials. The fact that there's no hatchet or hacksaw here is, again, they don't want you to actually do what we used to do in the past Wintermute episodes and spend all those days and hours out in the wild, having fun, making deerskin pants and boots and getting a moose hide bag and wolfskin coat and all that kind of stuff. They don't want you to do any of that. What they want you to do is hurry up and get your ass through this story and finish the game, because I feel like that was kind of their, or at least Raphael's, you know what, I gotta just say, here's what I think Raphael was like, God damn it, let's finish this stupid ass game and this stupid story that I made such a big deal of in the beginning and poo-pooed and shit all over the survival players because it was all going to be amazing and about this story mode, and the story mode was going to be great. But after 10 years, I don't give a shit. Let's just finish it and make Black Frost. That's what I think. And I'd say they banned me from Reddit and all those other things like they do, but I'm not Pizza Hole 41 on those. And they're not going to see this. But I wish they would, because what the fuck, Raphael? You didn't deliver. You screwed the pooch. Your main game and the survival part that everybody ended up loving and that you guys acknowledged by separating it from story mode and adding Tales from the Far Territory, the DLC.
Terry's hut.
And let's not forget, the next DLC will
hide out if you want to get away from people in town, I guess.
Absolutely be focused on survival and not on story mode. So you figured it out, you finally acknowledged it, but you still want to, like, you had to say something And so you did.
Smoke from the chimney. Good. Looks like someone's home.
But only this very first part of the game is delivering, and it's not really even delivering because there's just... Finish this stupid game so we can get on with adding more to survival mode, more DLCs, paid DLC, I guarantee. I'm not saying there won't be some free updates and stuff, but... Oh.
I'm gonna bring them back, okay? I promise.
Excuse me, are you Terry?
Yeah, look, you didn't have to come all the way up here. I just need them for a bit longer, and then I'll bring them back. Wait, you're here about the batteries, right?
Batteries?
Yeah.
Battery!
I just needed some fresh ones. It's like 9 out of 10 are completely fried, so it takes a while to find enough to get it working.
I'm not here about the batteries.
Metallica, yo.
Okay, so... Wait, who are you anyway?
I'm Astrid.
Get what working?
Huh?
You said it takes a while to find enough batteries to get it working.
Oh! You better come inside, because that's the story.
Did he just flick quarter of a joint into the snow? What a douche. I mean, I like him, but unless you're growing it up here, buddy.
Okay, so about 10
set.
days ago, Doc Larson asked me to start broadcasting a quarantine message. He was worried about what he was seeing in the town. Some weird sickness, people going missing, something with the dogs, too. Yeah, before the lights in the sky and all the electronics went dead.
So, how did I hear you?
Huh? What?
I heard your message from the radio tower in Pleasant Valley after the lights in the sky.
Right, so even though the power was dead, some things were still working. Not well, but well enough. Lights flickering. The TV or radio in your house would suddenly come to life and then die again, almost as quickly. And I'm pretty sure that's even what triggered the fire at the mill.
People in town seem to think it was arson.
I think they want to believe that because it's easier than thinking everything electronic is suddenly trying to kill us, right? Anyway, I realized that if I hooked up a car battery to the radio, it wouldn't flicker on and off and on and off as much when the aurora was in the sky. So I grabbed all the batteries I could find and have been using them to power my transmitter, to broadcast the quarantine message like Doc Larson asked me to. And other stuff.
What other stuff did you do with the radio?
Okay, so anyway, I've been broadcasting this message for days. Doc Larson had gone missing by then, and people were freaking out. People were going missing. Some turned up dead. We didn't know what to do about the quarantine. So I kept broadcasting, but this time asking for help. And then out of the blue, I got a response.
You did?
Yeah, a doctor? He was cutting in and out.
Right. He was looking for me.
Whoa. Okay. I tried to tell him Doc Larson. And maybe not all of it in English. I don't know. I was a little high. Then I realized it was coming from a ship, but it wasn't on any of the normal frequencies, and it didn't make sense.
Did they broadcast coordinates?
In the bay, just north bay. I meant to check it out myself, but frankly, I'm scared as shit to leave this place. I think there's probably a murderer out there.
Point it out on a map, and I'll see what I can find. What's the second thing?
Okay, second thing. This one is especially cool, like something big. About a week ago, I was just minding my own business, rotating the shortwave around to see what I could pick up. And something absolutely massive came through. This was just before the power went out, now that I think about it.
What do you think it was?
No idea. But whatever it was, The signal was powerful enough to take out my favorite unit. I've never seen anything like it. Just fried it, just then and there. I mean, I had to dust off this archaic museum piece to keep broadcasting it. It literally uses vacuum tubes, for crying out loud. How else am I gonna keep calling for a doctor or someone to help protect us from the murderer?
Terry, what do you think the signal was?
I've never seen or heard anything like it before. Signal monitor was off the charts. It just buried the needle and then some. I'm telling you, I don't know what it was, but what I can tell you is...
Yes, Terry?
It came from up there.
Okay, cargo ship, mysterious radio signal, Desperation Bay.
Boy. I think I'm still streaming. I'm not 100%. It definitely was a signal interruption. I assume my bro Terry would understand that. Like Terry. I don't know why everybody that smokes weed has to have conspiracy theories. Because I've actually found that most people that smoke weed don't have conspiracy theories. Pretty level-headed, even-keeled people because, I don't know, they smoke weed. Is this a stick? You got any limbs around? Oh, you got alright. So we finally have a place in Perseverance Mills where we can get at least a little firewood. I don't like any cattails. No buns, but we got some stones. Yeah. I don't know why they always want to make people get stone paranoid. I don't really find that to be true. Alright. Well, I mean, it's not the best amount of firewood, but I mean, eventually those sticks will come back, so. Time of day, it's a little late. We're a little tired. Maybe we'll crash. I think I'm going to keep going just a little bit longer. I know I'm cutting into my sleep time. Like, I gotta eat, right? I gotta. And I never go to sleep until it's been an hour after I ate. Not because I believe in any old wives' tales or anything like that. It's just that it personally upsets my stomach if I do, so. I know. So basically, pizza sleeps from... I usually get up around 10 at night. 10:30 on most nights, honestly, but I need to get up at 10 tonight because I need to shave and cut my hair. Oh, there's another stick. If it cuts into that time, I mean, whatever. But I feel like I just want to get to the point where we switch to Mackenzie's story. Not sure I'm going to do much after that. Like, if I don't go to sleep by 4, you know, I'm only getting like 6 hours of sleep. Which is fine when you're 25, not great when you're in your 50s, so... I feel like the question would really become, you know what, let's just drink. I wish I had some more. Tell you what, let's, because I'm not really sure how this is even going to work. I don't know if I'm going to get to keep any of my gear. I don't know, you know. What is honestly going to happen, so let's grab a bunch of coffee. Shoot. Maybe an extra pack of teas. Here, let's throw those back in there. Alright. We do have some rose hip tea. Not much. Not much. I might grab an antiseptic because maybe a couple more pain pills. We're pushing the envelope here. I would like to take more food. I'm not sure how helpful it's going to be. We got an okay amount of firewood. Yeah, I think I'm going to drink a coffee. Alright, there goes our thirst. We get a decent amount of calories. We get a little more energy. So we're not wrecked. You know what I'm saying? And more than likely, like I said, if this switches to a cutscene, it doesn't matter whether it's night. It could be the middle of the night or it could be dawn. It's going to start me at whatever time I'm supposed to, start. So. And again, honestly, we may not have. All the things we need. I mean, I might start back with like Astrid's basic gear. We might start in our underwear because we have none of Astrid's original gear, on us. But I'm just curious. I'm curious. So we're gonna keep moving. It's 1:30. Good gosh. Yeah, I should be eating right now. I'm trying to go to bed around 2:30, but which is still shorting my sleep a little bit. But I think we're gonna go to this next part. Mainly because I'm I know a shit show is getting ready to start, and I kind of want to start it. You know what I mean? It would be a perfect, like, I should just stop the episode right here and be like, oh my god, what happens next? But I'm going through anyway. The choices we make, people, the choices we make. Should we hard save on the bridge? Let's hard save on the bridge. That way, if this is truly a bad decision, then, I guess I could fix it. Like I said, I don't think time of day is going to matter. I don't think, like, the gear, I'm not even sure it's going to matter. I just kind of want to see what happens. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I'm looking for like a little alcove or something. Oh, here we go. Let's put in our pockets. Oh, man, I probably should have grabbed a few more matches. Now we're doing fine. Oh yeah, here we go. This is familiar. Ouch. I gotta put my clothes in the dryer. Oh my gosh. That's alright. We're not getting too much sleep tonight. Today. Whatever. We're having fun in what apparently is the fun part of Wintermute 5. So let's enjoy that. What I should have done is try to kill that moose with the pistol or the flare gun. Hey, Bun Buns. Possibly gotten myself a moose hide bag. I mean, who knows? Right? Could have turned out in my favor later on. Well, again, this particular version of Wintermute, I don't think any of that is going to matter. Just from what I read online, just from what I know about this game and what I feel about Henry and Raphael and how things are going. Okay. Gotta get up there somehow. Did I miss a rope climb or something? Oh, I think I missed this tree. Right here. Yeah. Alright, maybe the other side of it. I don't know why they have all these limbs and shit here when you can't do anything with them. And again, this is purposely done, 100%. 100%. They don't want you to find... Well, they definitely don't want Asher to find a way to get firewood. Or else it would have happened already. Skinning knife, yeah, they were like, sure. What's this?
Probably useful.
Like, they know food is difficult, so they're willing to give you a little bit of that. Okay. Cry for help. Investigate the strange transmission Terry intercepted. So, okay. A lot of bunnies. I mean, I wonder if I should just try to knock one out. While we're here for just a little bit of food.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Again, I don't know that Mackenzie comes back this way. I feel like it's better to go for the rabbits that can respawn. Really? A, where's the rock I originally threw? B, why wouldn't you put some rocks in here? You could just shoot him. I threw 2 rocks. They're gone. Okay, here it is. This guy doesn't seem to care that I'm in here. I can't... Anyway. Yeah, I think I'll leave the cattails and the cattail heads for probably no reason. All right, let's see what happens. I'm very curious.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, we're not quite done. I kind of thought we'd hit this, maybe get a cutscene, and then move to Mackenzie, but... let's see if we can get our hands on some coal. I don't know. I have a feeling there's not going to really be any in here. I feel like this is just going to be a transition. Yeah, 0 coal so far. Not surprising. Other side of this. No. I just feel like it's so cheap, such a cheap way to do this. Kind of scummy, if you ask me.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright. We need to get to this lighthouse. Decent amount of map. But once again, no coal. They don't want you to spend time here. They want you to hurry your ass up and get through the story. Just finish it. Will you please just finish this stupid story so we can make Black Frost? We're so sick of this game. We're so tired of doing this. You know what I mean? I can't help but get that feeling. Like I said, still no cutting tools. Now I'm gonna bet as Mackenzie we find a hatchet or a hacksaw right away. Probably because we're gonna need it. But Astrid, one of my... Is that a ptarmigan? It is. Interesting. I don't see him yet. There he is. There's one. Like, why would you have fire hardened arrows here? You just wouldn't. Look at them all. They're already flying away. Got one. Alright, we got one. I think you gotta call that a win. That's lame. If I knew that was going to be the case, I'd come up here with the, you know, half a dozen or more fire hardened arrows. Interesting. So, ptarmigan feathers are in the game. Maybe I can make a ptarmigan bedroll? I really don't know. But whatever, I lost every opportunity on that one. One, obviously we can't crouch and
I'm not sure I can
shoot.
carry much more.
Alright, we got a bed. We got firewood. We got a stove. We got fire logs. Okay, piece of tinder. You get any water? Nope. Some peaches. I mean, we're spending the night here either way. Okay, we can get in the little drawers now. Couldn't at others, some of the other places we found little drawers.
Never know. Anything useful?
Alright. No cloth, really.
Good. A map. Looks like the lighthouse overlooks Desperation Bay.
Okay. Can I take this? Can you change my map? Oh yeah. Cave. Cave. Docks. Alright. Now we go downstairs, we go upstairs. Let's go down first. Skadoosh. Oh. That was it. Okay, I guess this is our way onto like the ice or something. Alright. Let's investigate the top of the lighthouse. Can I get up this without save a little fuel? Alright. Nothing down here. Kinda feel like this is maybe a waste of time, but let's just keep going. Even if there was a rifle up here, like, I don't know that it would help me right now.
Oh, lucky day.
Another hunting knife. I might leave that here. Let's see what's up top.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Book, leather.
A cargo ship. Looks like it's locked in the ice.
Okay.
How do I get out there? That must be the ship Terry heard the message from.
Yeah, I kind of thought this part might be over, but maybe not. Maybe not. Alright. I didn't really see any way to cook anything. So, if we want to do anything with these rabbits and everything, we're going to have to make a fire outside. Probably should cook them up. Yeah. Okay, there was a stove here, right? Yeah. Let's clean up the ptarmigan, which is going to take forever. I mean, we don't really salt. There's nothing really I can imagine that we need broth for anyway.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
But I would imagine the ptarmigan down is going to be helpful at some point. So. Alright, pretty bright in here. Let's just see if... I think I have a book. We have 5 books. Let's try a match in a book. I can start lots of fires with a match in a book, I can tell you that. Especially inside with no wind. You sons of bitches! 90% chance. I hate this game. Match, Tinder, and a book. 90% chance. Failed. That's how you know this game is just warped. It's just warped.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Okay. We got some sticks finally. We can throw that on there. Let's start cooking this food. Actually, let's get a bucket of water going. Be smart. Pizza, yeah, whatever. Wow. Yeah. I see why there are so many complaints. that. That. Oh, I know, Astrid. I know. Eat that, and that should top us off for now. That should do it. Alright, we got 4 cups of coffee, we got a ton of food. We got a couple teas, we got some dog food, we got some rabbits, we still got plenty of coffee. We'll have even more water when this is done. Our cooking pot, we'll grab a torch. Alright, let's eat this old candy bar. What time is it? No. Let's go with like 7 hours. We get coffee. Weather calmed down. We're basically decent. Let's see how cold it is outside. Yeah, they're definitely pushing this these fire logs on you. Weigh you down, but you get a decent amount of time. Alright, so this is going further than I thought.
Carrying much more.
I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm curious to see what happens next, but that's going to be it for today. You guys, we got a nice long video in because the game doesn't crash on Wintermute, so that's nice. We got a beautiful day. It's not even that cold outside. Heading towards noon, so maybe about around noon we'll start warming up for the next episode. But we're going to continue on from here, go to the ship and see what's up. Yeah. Again, we'll talk more about what Reddit's saying, and remember, in the next couple of days, people are going to be dropping more and more and more reviews and more thoughts on what they think about the game. Hey, if you want to know what's up, come to pizza, because like I said, right now it's about 65-35, 65% negative, 35% positive. And remember, out of that 35% positive, I'm going to say about 10 to 15% is just bots and Hinterland employees and people going, yeah, of course, I love it anyway, it doesn't matter. And the same thing on the negative side, everybody bitching about the glitches and crashing and everything. I mean, that's just, yeah, it's part of modern day releases, so. What you gonna do? Alright. I just want to thank everybody for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you're doing what you want to do. I hope it's going well. I want to thank Mrs. Wright for joining in. What a run. I hope you're enjoying your run. Get them heartbeats up, get that serotonin, get all those good things going for you. Thank you so much for joining, liking, and sharing like you do. Really appreciate it. And I want to thank everybody that likes, watches, subscribes, and does all the things. I really appreciate you. That's gonna end it for today. So if you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. Really hope you guys are having a great day, and listen, y'all be good to each other.